What is going on, guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is RH Techers. It's actually my initials, and Techers is just a related football word. No other reason than that, really. But I've decided to start a YouTube channel simply because of my love for Football Manager. And I thought it'd be quite cool to start a save somewhere that, you know, it'd be a long-term save. So I've gone with Palermo. Palermo are a team who used to be in Serie A, and they used to have players like Mikli, Vazquez, who is actually at Sevilla, and a few more big stars. But I feel like this could be such an exciting and well-documented save that, you know, we could have a really good adventure there. And obviously you can see in the background, it's just me setting up the save with Palermo. So a little bit about me. My name's Ryan. I'm just going to, as I said, experience this with you. I wouldn't say I'm the best Football Manager player. I've played it for a number of years. I'd say sort of 4 to 5 years. I've had some good experiences along the way, but it's something that was more like my chill out game. You know, you're in your evening, you need your space, and you just need to sort of chill out away from your day at work or whatever. And I just sort of thought, you know what, let's put this online. Let's just see how it goes. And yeah, if you guys do like this, I'll say early on in the video, please do drop a sub to me, and please do like the video. And there will be new episodes every 1 to 2 days. Ideally, I'm going to try and do it every day, but sometimes work commitments and things like that get in the way. But yeah, we're going to experience this together, and we're going to see how we get on. So here you just see me looking through the squad, trying to work out some players that I want to keep, and some players that I might be able to get some money for, or maybe some wages, back into the club, so we can buy some players moving forward. So you can see here we've got a couple of nice wingers here, but I did see that we are lacking. So once we have our first sort of 1 or 2 injured, or if that was to happen, we would need backups. So there's something there that I'd need to look at in terms of the loan market. And then you've got the centre-back position, where we are lacking quite a bit. In fact, the whole sort of defence area, this is showing it in a 4-4-2. We will actually change that later on down the line. Probably look to go towards a 4-1-2-3-1. That one where you got the DM, 2 CMs, 2 wingers, and the lone striker. The idea here is to try and get something that works. As you can see, I'm looking at the tactic styles. I don't really want to play counter-attack, and the board really wants me to have like an attacking team throughout the division. So I'm going to try and control possession, because we have got some really good midfielders. So I think that's something that we can definitely do. And then I'm going to go for the 4-2-3-1. 4-3-3 DM wide. So it's basically like it says there. We will change around the settings, instructions for the players as well. But we are going to go for a positive tactic, and I'm just going to quick pick here and see what the assistant thinks is our best team. Do have a couple of 1-star and 2-stars there, so we're just going to try and bulk that up by putting them in the right position that they like. I actually want to advance forward anyway, so that's perfect. I have got the defenders on wing back at the moment. I wouldn't mind having them on full back just in this sort of division, because I don't want them to do too much. I want them to just do their jobs, and then further down the line we can sort of look into getting better fullbacks that will actually give us more going forward. So yeah, this save is going to be a real challenge. As you know, Palermo have lost a lot of big players, and I was looking through some of the other teams in the league, and they have a lot more money to spend. They can spend a lot more on wages. We are in Serie C. I'm not too sure how it works. I feel like it looks like there's 3 leagues in Serie C. So I think I would assume the top 1 of every league goes up, and then there's possibly a playoff. Or there might just be a playoff with all the top teams. So I will work it out as we go along, and if any of you know how it works in Serie C, drop it down in the comments. It'll really help me and make me sort of understand what was going on. It's not a league I've actually done on Foot Manager before, but Palermo is a team that I actually really used to like as a kid. Actually, in Serie A, when I grew up, I used to see them in there, and if you remember playing the old FIFAs, you used to see Mikkeli and players like that. So they've got a nice bit of history, but hopefully we can bring them forward and we can make them good again, as you like. There's a lot of teams in Italy that have fallen and come back up. You only have to look at Juventus that went dropped down quite a few leagues, and then you can go and look at teams like Parma. They did, didn't they? And there's a few more that have come in and bounced back. So yeah, we're looking good. We've set our tactic up there, as you've probably seen, and we are looking forward. I will start to save quite a lot at the start here. I won't do it moving forward as much. I just want to make sure that all the tactics, all the the players that I've listed to transfer are ready to be gone, and that we are saving the changes of everything we do to make sure that we don't miss anything. But yeah, pretty happy actually with the squad here. There's a few changes, like I said. Left back, someone there I need to pick up someone, possibly the centre back position as well. We are lacking, but yeah, here's some of the games here that we got on the friendlies. What I will do is I'll play them off camera and then I'll come back to you later on in the episode, just to because no one really wants to watch friendlies, do they? So what I'll probably do is actually give them to my assistant and then let him play them for me. And if I see something's not right or some players aren't starting, I'll make sure that they get the experience and the game time that they need ready for the season. And then probably start of next episode, we will be looking at our first ever game in Serie C with Palermo. I don't really know what to expect. Obviously, I really would like to get a good finish in the first season, but I think it's all about building that squad to start with, making sure we work out positions that we need to improve on. You can see here that the squad is looking pretty strong. I think goalkeepers are going to be a hard position to fill, because you either get the high earning goalkeepers that are sort of aging that clubs want to get rid of, which are just too much money for us, or we can put our all our wisdom and our belief in our young goalkeeper that we've got at the moment in goal, which I think I might do. Give him till January, see how he does, and then if we are struggling with the keeper, then we can see what's around in January and pick one up. I will try and leave some money. As you can see, we've got 366k, and I probably will have to buy a left back with that. We'll try and bring in some loan players, probably some attacking options, so that we don't lack in goals, because something that we don't have is a in and out goal scorer. I've looked at a few of the other teams, and they've got one sort of main man that will do a job for them. So yeah, I just gonna flick through here, just get through some of the bits and make sure that I'm ready to take you into the next part of the video. I'm just gonna save it as well, just because I don't know. We've all played Foot Manager before, and we all know how often that it suddenly says your PC has crashed, or your laptop has crashed. So we want to make sure we don't lose any save game here. So yeah, just flicking through some of the games that we got this season. I don't recognise too many of the teams in the league. I've heard of Bari. I think it's Bari. They've got an ex-Leeds striker up front. I think it's Iniachi, something like that. But yeah, we want to finish high. That's what I'm worried about. I don't know many of the teams, so you'd think that we'd do well, but we all know it doesn't always work like that, and teams sometimes take time to gel, and especially my Foot Manager experience with tactics, everything. I'm not always the best. We are going to try and get Ali Sissoko, but I probably won't be able to afford him. He's the guy that used to play a left back for Liverpool. If you remember him, the French guy. I think he went somewhere like Lyon, or has been at Lyon as well. But it doesn't look like we can get him here because the wages he wants are a bit too high. We've probably got about 1.6 per player that we can give, and in most cases it's actually going to be lower than that, once we start trying to get some players in. So we'll experience that together and we'll work that out. Probably a bit optimistic, trying to bring in a player to the third division of Italy that's had that experience is probably able to get a contract somewhere else. This might be someone here pick up potentially. Looks good. He can play on both sides. He's getting looked at by League One clubs. Would you say League One is the same as Serie C? Potentially. So he could do well. He's Welsh. It's the only problem, I think, in this Serie C we do need a lot of Italian players for the rules and that. We can only have a few non sort of registered players that aren't from Italy. So we'll see. It might be easier when the UK goes into Brexit on the game, and we might be able to pick up some players there. But you never know really in this game what will happen in terms of that Brexit move. I'm sure you guys had your own saves going on, and it does change on different saves. I think more often than not, UK does go into Brexit, but obviously in real life we know that it has. So it'll be interesting. It will be interesting to see what we can do with this Palermo team. I want to get up obviously ASAP to Serie B and then Serie A. Serie A will be a really, really hard challenge to keep them up in the first year or so. But you never know. If we can make a lot of money, we can get some young players, some young talent coming through. Make some good signings. You never know what you can get. And we've got a nice player here. I think we're going to look at trying to bring him in. He only wants to be a fringe player, which is interesting. But we'll make a move and we'll see what we can do. It is in a position that we actually need someone. It's going to be interesting. We don't know. I don't know what the sort of realistic signing is for Palermo. I'm looking at these positions of where we can get someone potentially. I hate when that manager thing does that. Why can't it just clear off the other guys when you search them? That really does annoy me. But hopefully try and get some loan signings for big clubs. Florentines, the Romas, the Lazios, players like that haven't been able to break into the first team, wanting to be sent out on loan, smashing some goals for us and get us up the leagues. That's all I'm really looking at the moment. And then here and there, chipping away, building the squad in the background with a few signings a season, making it stronger and making it a team that teams struggle against. Really, that's the aim. We really, really, really need to get a striker. That is one of the aims. So we looked at this guy from Fiorentina. You might have heard him from before. The striker, I think his name's Montero, not Montero, but Montiello. We'll work that out as we go along. I'm never good with foreign names. I will try my best to get that right. But if there's someone that knows how to pronounce it in real life, try and put that across in the comments, and I'll try and get that right for you next time. We're looking at this guy from Roma as well. I think the winger positions, like I said earlier on in the video, is something where we will need to. We've got a really, really good left winger at the moment. I think his name is Valente, and then we're going to have to get one player there, which I think is this Roma guy here, and we will pick up another guy as well. I think the guy we want to get is from Sampdoria, but we're not too sure. Apologies there. I just saw the capture thing up. That might happen occasionally. It's just me using my basic Mac screen recording device that stops me from babbling along for too long, really, so I can cut to the chase. You can see here we have now played our friendly games. We started pretty bad, but that is obviously just fiddling around with tactics, working out what's right and getting the team sort of gelling. But you can see here at the start of the season we have been unbeaten in 6 games. We get 3 wins in there. We are keeping clean sheets in the last 3, so we are looking pretty promising going into the first game. I'm really excited actually to get in there. We are just going to show you some of the signings that we ended up picking up there. You obviously saw me in the last sort of section, players we were looking at, and I did say we probably need wingers, striker and a centre back, and we are going to pick one up here from Lazio on loan, hopefully. I don't think I show whether we actually get him in this video, but I haven't actually played on any further at the moment, so I probably will find out. He might miss the first 1 or 2 games while we hope, get him in, but he's going to be massive. He's played a couple of games already for him, so it looks promising. It really, really does. And we are going to get rid of a couple of players as well. As you saw, the Argentine 38-year-old. I just don't feel like he's good enough. And the loan signings we brought in, you can see here from Roma, I think his name is Addons. He is such a better upgrade on the guy that we get rid of. You can see the other guy we got here, very young, very good, really. There's more to say. We haven't got another winger here, like I said, on the right-hand side from Belgium. It looks pretty promising. And then our main buy, where a lot of our money's gone, is this left back. I like him. I just think he's going to be a really, really good first starting wing back or full back. Do both, and he has the tactics all round to do really well. So I'm just going to show you the setup as I probably will go in to my first game with. It may change, but so I'll show you that before we go into the game in the next episode. We are coming to an end very, very soon. We've got some players. Our main right back here is actually out injured, so we are going to have to play a centre back at right back, which he is one of our better, our better right backs. But yeah, we just don't really have an option. We don't really have much depth, if you like. So we are going to have my youngster at centre back, unless that Lazio centre back comes in time for the match. But we'll see. And as I said, we are getting sort of our teams to 3.5, 4-star, with a couple exceptions of a 3-star striker and a 2-star keeper. So we are going to have to look for that. But both of them players are young, so throughout the season, if they do well, they might go up. See here, we are third. We're 4-1 to be promoted, which I would say is a bit surprising. I think there's a few better squads in the league, but we do have a really good midfield. If we can get results early, get on a bit of a run, you never know what can happen. Foggia look like they're looking like a good team. They won 4-1 in their first game. Wonder who they've got. I recognise that Balde guy. Yeah, you look. Oh, do you know what? If I could have him in my team, he would have been solid. Good loan signing from them there. So we just got to hope that the players that we brought in are going to do the job. But yeah, guys, let me know how you felt the episode went. Obviously, it's my first ever commentary, first ever YouTube video I've ever done. So yeah, feedback is very, very welcome, and let's just aim for the playoffs, just like they say, and just see where this save takes us. Thank you for watching, guys. Please do leave a like. Please do subscribe. I'll see you very soon.